Hello and welcome to The Eye, your English news bulletin. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. The Mumbai police has registered a total of 42 FIRs so far in connection with the Jan Ashirwad Yatra of Union Minister and BJP leader Narayan Rane. As India continues to evacuate people from Afghanistan, which has been taken over by the Taliban, the centre on Sunday said it will also administer free polio vaccines to Afghan nationals who land in the country. The Manipur state government has decided to reduce petrol and diesel prices by Rs 3.5 per litre. Senior BJP leader and former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Kalyan Singh passed away on Saturday at a hospital following an illness. Now for the news in details. The Mumbai police has registered a total of 42 FIRs so far in connection with the Jan Ashirwad Yatra of Union Minister and BJP leader Narayan Rane.
FIRs have been registered under multiple sections of the IPC and Epidemic Diseases Act. The minister and workers are alleged for violating the COVID-19 norms during the party's Jan Ashirwad Yatra, which was held in different parts of Mumbai. Maharashtra government had earlier filed 17 FIRs against BJP's rally in Mumbai for defying COVID-19 norms. Till August 20, 19 FIRs were registered against the BJP leaders and workers in different police stations of Mumbai. Rane on August 19 began his Jan Ashirwad Yatra in Mumbai despite the restrictions imposed by Mumbai police. Many opposition leaders objected to the rally in view of the ongoing pandemic in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on August 10 had announced that the newly inducted cabinet ministers would go for the Jan Ashirwad Yatra.
As India continues to evacuate people from Afghanistan, which has been taken over by the Taliban, the centre on Sunday said it will also administer free polio vaccines to Afghan nationals who land in the country.
The move, said the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, is a preventive measure against the wild polio virus. Sharing a photo of the ongoing vaccination of the evacuees at the Delhi International Airport, Mandavia on Sunday tweeted that the country has decided to vaccinate Afghanistan returnees with free polio vaccines as a preventive measure against the polio virus. Congratulations to the health team for their efforts to ensure public health, he stated. Polio has not yet been eradicated in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Several countries have been carrying out evacuation of their nationals from Afghanistan after the country's government fell to the terrorist group on August 15. India on Sunday evacuated 168 passengers, including 107 Indian nationals via Indian Air Force C-17 aircraft that landed at Hindon IAF base in Ghaziabad. An Air India flight carrying 87 Indians also landed in Delhi today. Meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs has said the government is committed to the safe return of all Indian nationals from Afghanistan.
Coming as a relief to the common people, the Manipur state government has decided to reduce petrol and diesel prices by Rs 3.5 litre. Currently, petrol is being sold at about Rs 106 per litre and diesel is being sold at around Rs 94 per litre.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that the opening up of the economy and easing of COVID-19 restrictions have now provided some space for reduction of fuel prices in the state. The state government has taken a decision to reduce the prices of both petrol and diesel by Rs 3.5 each. This will immensely ease the burden on the public, it is informed. Under the Manipur VAT Act, the government is required to issue a notice calling for comments from the public for 14 days. This has been notified on the 19th of August 2021. Therefore, the reduced rates will be effective after the end of mandatory 14 days updates set. The Chief Minister added that the common people, particularly those who work in the transportation sector, will get some relief from the decision made by the government, and it will also have an impact on the prices of essential commodities.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday extended his greetings to the people on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan.
Best wishes to the people of the country on the auspicious occasion of Raksha Bandhan, PM Modi tweeted. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also greeted the nation on Raksha Bandhan and urged people to ensure a safe environment for the women. Raksha Bandhan is a celebration of the special and deep-rooted bond of love and respect between brothers and sisters, the Vice President's office tweeted. On this auspicious day, resolved to uphold the dignity of women and ensure a safe environment for them at all times, it stated. Union Home Minister Amit Shah also greeted the nation for the festival. Warm wishes to all the countrymen on the auspicious occasion of Raksha Bandhan, Shah tweeted. Raksha Bandhan, one of the most popular Hindu festivals, is an annual occasion celebrated throughout the nation to commemorate the special bond between siblings. Traditionally, on this day, sisters tie rakhis on the brothers' wrist and both of them exchange gifts.
The Hindu community in Dimapur celebrated Raksha Bandhan on Sunday, August 22. People at Marwari Patti in Dimapur celebrated the festival of sibling relations. The festival celebrates the love and bond of siblings, particularly between brothers and sisters. During the festival, sisters tie a red thread called Rakhi around the wrists of their brothers, symbolically investing the brothers with a share of responsibility of taking care of them. The festival also denotes maintaining loving bonds between brothers and sisters at home and to support, protect, or help each other in times of need. The Raksha Bandhan is celebrated during full moon in the month of August.
Raksha Bandhan celebrates the bond between the sibling. So Raksha means security and bond means Bandhan means bond. So on Raksha Bandhan, the sister ties Rakhi on the wrist of the brother and to protect him from all the evil and for his long life. And in turn, the brother gives a gift and promise him to protect him whatsoever may be the condition. And it's celebrated on the full moon day, that is in Hindi we call Purnima. Last year it was quite sad because Dimapur was a complete total lockdown year. So even our local relatives, we could not go to each other's house. So this year it is much better. We are all celebrating as a family and everyone is here.
Because of lockdown we couldn't celebrate last year. So since the situations have improved, so we are celebrating this year with more energy and more positivity.
President Ramnath Kovind on Sunday appointed Bharatiya Janata Party leader La Ganeshan as the governor of Manipur. The president is pleased to appoint La Ganeshan to be the governor of Manipur with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office, said Ajay Kumar Singh, press secretary to the president. Ganeshan became the 17th governor of the state as he replaced the incumbent governor Najma Heptullah. Senior BJP leader and former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Kalyan Singh passed away on Saturday at a hospital following an illness.
Kalyan Singh was admitted to Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences on July 4th following deterioration in his health condition. Former Chief Minister of UP and ex-governor of Rajasthan Kalyan Singh Ji breathed his last today, said a statement by the hospital. He was admitted in SGPGI on July 4th in intensive care unit in critical condition, it stated. He died due to sepsis and multi-organ failure, the statement said. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had met Kalyan Singh earlier in the day and prayed for his speedy recovery. Kalyan Singh had been put on dialysis and was on the ventilator. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had inquired about Kalyan Singh's health and several BJP leaders had visited him in the hospital.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will launch the National Monetization Pipeline, the NMP, on Monday in the national capital.
The NMP comprises a 4-year pipeline of the central government's brownfield infrastructure assets. According to a statement issued by the Niti Aayog, the NMP will serve as a medium-term roadmap for the asset monetization initiative of Centre, besides providing visibility to the investors. The Union Budget 2021-22 laid a lot of emphasis on asset monetization as a means to raise innovative and alternative financing for infrastructure and included a number of key announcements. The National Monetization Pipeline book will be released in the presence of Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, CEO Amitabh Kant, and secretaries of relevant line ministries, whose assets constitute the monetization pipeline.
Minister of State for Food Processing Industries and Jal Shakti, Prahlad Patel, on Saturday launched indigenous products manufactured by women's group in Imphal. Products were made at the Incubation Lab project of Manipur Food Industries Corporation Limited. Minister in Manipur Government Biswajit Thongam, Vice Chairman of Manipur Food Industries Corporation Limited, Sarat Kumar, along with officers including Joint Secretary, Chief Engineer and MD of MICL were also present at the program. The minister said that there is always a demand for products made by women groups of Northeast. There is a need to make the products of international standard as there is a high demand of these in the country and abroad. The Ministry of Food Processing Industries is committed to providing all assistance to promote indigenous products and improve their quality, the minister assured. Prahlad Patel also visited Nambol town and inspected the Jal Jeevan Mission site. The Ministry of Finance summoned Managing Director and CEO Infosys Salil Parekh on August 23rd to explain the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman as to why, even after 2.5 months since the launch of new e-filing portal, glitches in the portal have not been resolved, according to the Income Tax India. The new e-filing portal 2.0 of the Income Tax Department went live on July 7th. Since its launch, there were numerous glitches in the functioning of the new portal. Earlier on June 22, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman flagged concerns in the new income tax portal in a meeting with Infosys officials and urged them to address these issues. As per a statement issued by the Commissioner of Income Tax, Surabhi Aluwalia, the Finance Minister chaired today's meeting between senior officials of the Finance Ministry and Infosys to discuss glitches in the new income tax portal. Sitharaman exhorted Infosys to work on the tax portal to make it more humane and user-friendly, the statement said. The Union Finance Minister expressed her deep concern on the various problems being faced by the stakeholders in the new portal, which was expected to provide a seamless experience to taxpayers, the statement stated. The Union Finance Minister asked Infosys to address all issues without further loss of time, improve their services, readdress grievances on priority as it was impacting taxpayers adversely, the statement said. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has said that the state's government is working with an aim to uplift the poor and weaker sections of the state. He was addressing a program marking the launch of the Chief Minister's COVID-19 affected livelihood support scheme at the Chief Minister's Secretariat on August 22. The program was organized by Department of Social Welfare. Chief Minister stated that the government is for the people and is always ready to serve them, informing that an officer of the Social Welfare Department would be deputed to the Manipur State Cooperative Bank Limited. He said that public members who have a sincere will to start earning their livelihood can meet the officer stationed at the bank and avail loans without requiring any guarantor. Biren Singh stated that the Chief Minister's COVID-19 affected livelihood support scheme was introduced considering economic dislocations which had severely affected the livelihood of a large percentage of the population, leading to an inability to maintain basic minimum standards of living. He mentioned that applications were invited for the scheme at the district levels. He added that the total of 22,336 applications had been received so far, including 13,651 from street vendors, 4,890 from transport drivers, 3,680 from van drivers, and 145 artists. Out of the applications received, 7,943 have been verified, and of this, the first installment of rupees 2,500 would be distributed to 6,276 applicants, bearing a total amount of around rupees 1.56 crore. The second installment will be dispersed within September this year, he added. Regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, the Chief Minister expressed belief that the pandemic must be one of the consequences of human activities that disturb the balance of nature for the past many years. He appealed to the people to know the importance of nature and contribute towards preserving it by planting trees to minimize occurrence of disasters in the future. That's all for the eye. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.